Brilliance Audio presents the unabridged recording of Up to the Challenge by Terri Osburn, performed by Amy Rubinate. Chapter 1. Sid Navarro considered calling a nurse to remove the stick of righteous indignation from Lucas Dempsey's ass. If he tensed up anymore, the thing would snap off and put an eye out. Observing from the back of the hospital room, she couldn't help but pick up on the tension rolling through the broad shoulders of the man she'd been in love with for half her life. Not that Lucas knew about her feelings, which was the way Sid preferred it. His type was the simple, friendly girl next door, always smiling and ready to mingle. Sid wasn't overly complicated, but her unsociable nature, along with an atypical job, foul-mouthed mechanic, meant she didn't fit his mold. Best to keep her feelings on the down low rather than face the humiliation of rejection. Lucas stepped closer to the foot of his father's bed, waging what looked to be a battle between shedding a tear and tearing someone's head off. Her best guess for the head-ripping victim would be Lucas's older brother, Joe. Joe carried tension of his own where he stood 4 feet to Lucas's right, holding hands with his girlfriend. Beth Chandler had been Lucas's fiancée until 6 weeks ago, which justified the tension, but since Lucas had supposedly given his blessing to the new couple, the blatant anger didn't make much sense. Maybe the fiancé swap wasn't the problem, since Lucas had bolted from Anchor Island the moment the tassel on his high school graduation cap switched sides. He and Joe hadn't seen eye to eye on much of anything. That made the rift 10 years wide. Sid and Joe had been working together on his fishing boat for just over 5 years, and spent so much time together, the Dempsey family had more or less adopted her as one of their own. Except Lucas, of course. He didn't visit the island often enough to get sand in his shoes, let alone notice an extended family member. Sid couldn't recall Joe mentioning anything about a nude dust-up with Lucas. Then again, Joe wasn't exactly a talker. One of the things Sid liked best about him. She wasn't one of those women who wanted a man to share his every thought and feeling. In Sid's opinion, women were just asking for trouble with that nonsense. Raised mostly by her father and big brother, she had enough experience around testosterone to know the shit going through a man's head at any given moment should never be revealed for public consumption. Especially not the
Sample complete. Ready to continue?